This is what grief feels like for men who can't cry. No one prepares you for it. Not your father. Not your friends. Not the world that raised you to be strong but never told you what to do with your sorrow. Grief, for men who can't cry, doesn't knock. It breaks in. Quietly. Violently. Without warning. And when it does, it doesn't look like tears. It looks like silence. Isolation. Anger. Disconnection from a world that just keeps going. You don't weep, you work. You bury yourself in tasks. You become more productive, more distant. You joke more. You talk less. You pretend you're okay so well, you almost believe it. But it's still there, isn't it? In the way you breathe a little heavier when you're alone. In the way your chest tightens when their name comes up. In the way you avoid certain places, certain memories, certain photos. Because something in you still breaks every time. That's grief. And it's still inside you. Not healed. Not processed. Just buried under layers of masculinity you were forced to wear like armor. They told you men don't cry. So instead you cope in silence. But silence is not peace. And numbing is not healing. The truth? You're not broken because you feel pain. You're broken because you were taught not to feel it. Grief, for men like you, doesn't come out through sobbing on the floor. It comes out through snapping at loved ones. Through drinking too much. Through working yourself to exhaustion just to avoid stillness. Stillness is dangerous. Because in stillness, the truth whispers. They're gone. You can't fix it. You're hurting. And that voice terrifies you more than anything. Here's the paradox of masculine grief. You want to stay strong. But you're falling apart. You want to move on. But you're anchored to the past. You want to heal. But don't know how to bleed. So instead you endure. You tell yourself it'll pass. That time heals. That maybe if you just keep pushing, one day it'll fade. But here's the truth most won't say. Time doesn't heal what you refuse to face. Real strength is not the absence of emotion, it's mastery over it. It's not about being numb. It's about being honest. It's saying, I'm not okay. This hurts like hell. I miss them. I don't know how to live with this, but I'm trying. That's not weakness. That's courage. Courage isn't the absence of pain. It's stepping into the fire anyway. You want to honor what you lost? Then stop pretending you didn't lose something. Stop pretending this didn't change you. It did. And that's okay. Grief doesn't mean you're failing. It means you loved. It means you care deeply in a world that numbs people daily. It means you still have a heart, even if you were taught to silence it. And maybe, just maybe, it's time to let it speak. You don't need to cry to grieve. But you need to feel. You need to let it burn through you. Not all at once. Not recklessly. But intentionally. Grief isn't a weakness. It's a rite of passage. And if you allow it, it can forge you into something stronger, not harder, stronger. More present. More grounded. More real. Because once you've walked through the fire of loss, trivial things stop shaking you. Petty noise fades. You start to see clearly. What matters? Who matters? And who you are without what you lost. So what do you do with grief if you can't cry? You build with it. You sit with it. You write. You train. You talk, not for answers, but to stay human. You give the pain a place to live, so it doesn't own you. You don't have to fall apart. But you do have to face the crack in the armor. Because here's what no one tells you. Unexpressed grief becomes baggage. It turns into resentment. Into health issues. Into broken relationships. Into a quiet kind of death that eats away at your soul year by year. But processed grief? That's where growth lives. That's where rebirth begins. You won't ever be the same again. And that's okay. Because grief isn't about going back to who you were. It's about becoming someone new. Someone deeper. Wiser. More alive, because you've seen death. More grounded, because you've been shaken. More open, Because you've known what it's like to be broken. Final truth. You don't have to cry to heal. But you do have to feel. You do have to grieve. You do have to choose life again, one brutal, beautiful day at a time. That's what it means to be a man who has known pain and refused to let it harden him. You're not weak for hurting. You're powerful for surviving. Now honor your grief. By living fully. By leading others through their storm. And by remembering this. The pain you carry is not a curse. It's proof that you were alive, that you love deeply, and that somewhere in that darkness, a new man is being born.